My name's Simrat Mavi, and I'm the Deputy Head Teacher and Inclusion Lead at St Giles Primary in the West Midlands. As the Deputy Head Teacher, I'm fully involved in all aspects of school leadership and play a crucial role in identifying priorities, formulating plans, and evaluating the impact of all aspects of the school's work. I aspire to promote leadership to the highest level for all colleagues in school by providing accurate and up-to-date advice on teaching, learning, assessment, and curriculum development. And working in education for 34 years, I'm a passionate advocate for creating an inclusive learning environment for all our stakeholders. Right. Let me explain the context of our schools. So St Giles serves an area of significant deprivation, indicated with approximately 40% of pupils eligible for pupil premium funding. And the percentage of pupils with SEND and complex needs is broadly in line with national averages. In autumn 2023, the head teacher and I attended the local authority launch of various projects at Bescott Stadium in Walsall, where Carl Rogerson shared his vision for Billesley Research School. Carl spoke passionately about the cycle for foundations for meaningful implementation, which included exploring to identify the foci for school improvement, followed by a preparation stage in order to develop a clear and concise implementation plan. To also ensure that this delivery was underpinned by high quality research based on continued professional development to get that buy-in from staff. And finally, sustaining and scaling the change to improve outcomes for all groups of pupils. This really appealed to us as it would provide a fantastic opportunity for St Giles CE Primary to work with a research school to gain an insight about their journey to improve outcomes, especially for SEND pupils. Well, first of all, it was, the buy-in from us was to collaborate with Billesley Research School, as it provided a unique opportunity to gain an in-depth understanding of their concerted efforts and strategies aimed at enhancing outcomes for pupils with special educational needs and disabilities. So this is a school that had already, been through that process, and it wasn't just a theory. They were actually actively involved in improving their practice through well-researched strategies. So I was hoping that this experience will provide us with an invaluable insight into Billesley's comprehensive approach, including their evidence-based methodologies, tailored interventions, and ongoing commitment to fostering an inclusive and supportive educational environment. Engaging with their practices not only broadened my knowledge of the specific challenges faced by SEND pupils, but also highlighted the innovative and dynamic ways in which the school works to continuously refine and improve educational provision for all pupils. It would be right and apt to say that the program was a perfect platform to network with colleagues who are equally passionate about inclusion and using high quality research to underpin tangible actions in their schools to benefit staff and outcomes for pupils with SEND needs. Now, these individuals all are dedicated to leveraging high quality research to inform actionable strategies within their respective schools, offered diverse perspectives and expertise. And this kind of collaborative, I'd say, exchange of ideas was incredibly enriching, and it was inspiring to witness how different schools were applying research to create meaningful, however sustainable improvements for both staff and the pupils with SEND needs. I think one of the most significant standout elements was of this particular initiative was the caliber of the speakers, in particular the ELEs, or the expert leaders in education, whose presentations were of exceptional quality, and their insights and guidance not only provided practical strategies but also fostered a culture of professional dialogue and coaching that proved instrumental in driving collective growth. And this structured approach allowed ample time for schools to reflect on their unique challenges, explore relevant strategies, and prepare for the implementation and sustainability phases of their projects. This thoughtful preparation, I thought, was invaluable in ensuring that the subsequent delivery of these initiatives would be grounded in careful planning and, more importantly, realistic goals. I'd like to add, on a personal front, I found the coaching sessions and discussions with the ELEs to be particularly beneficial in refining the specificity and clarity of our own school project, and the opportunity to engage in focused one-to-one dialogue allowed us to tailor our approach to better address the specific needs of our SEND pupils and challenges faced by our SEND pupils, ensuring that the proposed actions would be both effective and adaptable to the context of our school. So this process really helped to sharpen our focus and also highlight the importance of ongoing reflection and adaptation in pursuit of meaningful change. And ultimately, I'd say the experience was a reminder of the power of collaborative professional learning and the crucial role of high-quality research-informed strategies in driving educational improvements for all pupils, and in particularly those with special educational needs. I think that we started with the SEND audit, and that whole process was really useful to laser focus on a whole school aspect with the highest leverage to improve outcomes for our most vulnerable group of pupils. And the audit tool was provided by the Billesley Research School. So, you know, it was a really good, I would say, 365 tool to look at all aspects of our SEND policies, our procedures, so that we were able to, you know, I would say, really sharpen our focus on an area that we felt would provide us with the highest leverage to improve the outcomes. So as a SENCO, the SEND implementation tool, which the planning tool, which came after the audit, it's promoting real school improvement because it's facilitating that collaboration between staff and our parents or carers in supporting children with SEND. And we've made this an integral part of the school development plan, whereby all teachers, all staff, SLT, middle leaders, everyone has got this as their appraisal target. So, you know, we are all singing from the same hymn sheet and providing a tiered approach to further enhance our inclusive practice. Again, I would say, Rachel, lots of green shoots, but although I talk about the impact, it is I would like to say it's an ongoing process. So work started, but it is something that will always be, you know, a process that we will be enhancing in the coming years to embed it fully. So firstly, I can talk about the staff's growing confidence in, you know, fully implementing the 5-a-day principle, coupled with structured use of assess, plan, do, review documentation as part of their teaching pedagogy, as part of improving their quality first teaching, you know, on a daily basis. And this has had a positive impact on all pupils, particularly those with SEND. You know, that famous saying about what is good for SEND is good for all pupils. And, you know, that is becoming a lived reality as the assess plan do reviews are working documents, and they're really dovetailed into the daily quality first teaching that is happening in our classrooms. So this approach, you know, that emphasizes consistent and targeted intervention strategies, allows for systematic and reflective process where individual pupils' needs are continuously assessed, carefully planned for, actively implemented, and subsequently reviewed. So by following this cycle, our staff are able to make informed adjustments to their teaching and interventions, ensuring that each pupil's learning journey is optimized in a way that is both personalized and measurable. The clarity and structure has, you know, empowered our teachers to better support the diverse range of needs within the classroom, especially for pupils with SEND needs. And as we know, require more tailored and frequent adjustments to their learning experiences. And like I've said before, it is an organic process. So where we work with a range of professionals, outside professionals, as some children do need those to, you know, contribute to their development. So as that is happening and professionals are offering advice, the advice to the teachers is something which happens in real time. It's not something that, you know, oh well, there is a report and then we'll look at that at the end of the term. No, it is something which, you know, we try and capture in real time. So the advice is given, it's personalized to the pupil, it's there for the class teacher. So there is no ambiguity in interpreting the, you know, the outside consultation reports which feed into the assess plan do review cycle. I'd also like to add that, you know, furthermore, the ongoing use of these documents, it has created a robust framework for tracking pupil progress, ensuring that interventions are not only timely but also evidence-based. Through regular review cycles, teachers can monitor the effectiveness of their strategies, making necessary modifications to enhance outcomes. And this iterative process also ensures that pupils are receiving the support they need to thrive academically, but also socially and emotionally within the school setting. And that is absolute key to our inclusive practice, that sometimes for a number of our pupils with SEND needs, you know, we are also focusing on a child as a whole. We're not just looking at the gains in through the academia, but also the gains through pupils' mental health, well-being, social interactions, their emotional regulation. Those are just as important, and that's really happening more, I would say, across the school with that knowledge that has been shared with staff. I'd also add that the positive outcomes for this approach has been further validated through learning walks and external monitoring by professionals, which have highlighted the significant impact of effective professional development for teaching staff. And these observations have consistently captured the strides made by teachers in applying high quality teaching techniques that are informed by the latest research and best practices. And I would like to add, we have got, you know, teachers at different levels of career stages. So it is in line with where they are on that kind of journey, how the, you know, the impact of CPD and how the CPD program is rolled out, i.e., you know, there's additional sessions that we provide for our ECTs, lots of lesson study, lots of capturing good practice by experienced staff who then are offering it as a lesson study module for, you know, a coaching tool for lesser experienced staff to have access to. Now, the external evaluations, they also provide valuable and objective insight on how into how professional development has translated into tangible improvements in classroom practice, with a particular emphasis on how pupils are benefiting from the enhanced teaching strategies. The feedback from these monitoring activities has reinforced the importance of continuous professional development and that direct link between well-structured, research-driven training and improvements in teaching quality. And as a result of all this, the staff are increasingly confident in their ability to deliver high quality, inclusive education that meets the needs of all pupils in their class. And the sustained growth in teacher confidence and expertise, as evidenced by the positive impact on pupils, is a testament to the power of ongoing professional development, collaborative learning, and the structured implementation of evidence-based strategies within our school.